Yeah, so Eddie Ford suffered a high-grade syndesmosis just in the session pre-Christmas, but he's tracking really well now at this point. So he had surgery 3 days before Christmas, as I say, recovered really well, and he's had his second running session under his belt now. So we're looking forward to seeing him progressing now in the next 3 or 4 weeks, where he builds into some more footy function, and then we'll see Eddie then after that time shortly. Yeah, so Jackson Archer had a little bit of groin soreness at the back end of the year, so he came down with his loads just pre-Christmas. At the minute now, he's building back up through his football conditioning with Crossy, tolerating the loads really well. He'll, in the next 3 to 4 weeks, start to join the main group in terms of all the drills except for match simulation, and then we'll hopefully see him then in the back end of some of those practice games then in the coming weeks, so probably 5 or 6 weeks before Jackson's really getting involved into the match simulation end of things. Callum's going well now. Obviously we had some conservative management just some lingering symptoms of his concussion at the back end of last year, so he had some rigorous neuropsych testing and assessment over the course of the early pre-season, where we're just building up through controlled contact. And as of last week now, Callum's been cleared for full contact match play, so he's involved in the 4-quarter save or match simulation, which was a great boost for Callum and a great boost for the club. Yeah, so Aidan Core, up in the Gold Coast when we had a camp, had a high-grade ankle sprain as well. Lucky he didn't need surgery, so we went conservative management with Cory. At the minute now, he's progressing his running loads really well, so with a history of calf and soft tissue issues from previous years, the one thing with Cory is we just want to build enough high-speed running load and sprint work as we can before he starts to integrate into match simulation. So, like some of those boys in the modified group at the minute, he's starting to drip feed into all drills apart from match simulation over the next couple of weeks, and hopefully we see Cory then into full ground match simulation within 2 to 3 weeks. Bryce George, yeah, finally he's going to get let loose as of next week, so he'll be unrestricted off of that elbow injury. At the minute he was building up through modified contact. You would have seen him wearing the pink hat at training, so just getting incidental contacts over the last few weeks. Some control contact then with Daniel Cross at the end of the training sessions, and as of next week he'll be unrestricted, and we'll see him feature in match simulation next Friday. So Luke McDonald, with that high-grade hamstring injury, he had tendon repair at the end of last season. With those injuries at times, it takes a while for that hamstring muscle to fire to an adequate level to handle high-speed running, high-intensity running. So pre-Christmas, it was just building up his strength and making sure that he was getting active recruitment of that hamstring muscle, which has been trending really well, especially the last 4 weeks. He's now at a level where he's increasing his sprint work, his high-speed running, and like the rest of the boys, he'll drip feed in along to the drills over the next 4-week block. Then after that 4-week block, then hopefully we'll see Luke start to re-emerge with the main group into some match simulation. Yeah, Griffey's going really well at the minute. Many would have seen he jumped into the 2K time trial and smashed that really well. He's really fit. Obviously with ACLs you can still stay really fit with your straight line running in particular. But most impressed with him at the minute is his jump landing, his plyometric and his football function is at a really high level for this earliest stage. So at this point, he would have been penciled post-surgery to return to play anywhere between AFL round 10 and 14, so he's tracking really nicely at the minute on that, so we'll keep you updated as we go along. So Zach Fisher came out of match simulation today after the 2nd quarter, felt an incident in his hamstring, so he'll get scanned over the weekend just to assess for a hamstring strain there, so we'll update you next week as to what the results of that means for Zach.